Khalid Taha, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm fine. Everything fine. Hope you're good.
I'm good, thank you. How's things been? Because obviously you've had a year away from the sport. What's life been like during this time?
To be honest, I used the time very good. I had my in that year I had my marriage.
Oh wow!
Uh,
Congratulations!
yeah, thank you. My wife is pregnant also.
Wow.
Um, I've been good around. The thing is we had very good opportunities here to train, still to train. We have like our own big gym here. um, and all like my training partners are like also my friends, and so we were used to train every day, and it was such a great year.
Well, that's very positive considering what everyone's been going through recently. I mean, I know the UK got locked down pretty bad. What was it like for Germany during kind of, I know it's in Europe it's getting bad again, but during kind of that March, April time, how were things and how did that intervene with your day-to-day life?
Yeah, of course it was crazy. It was like first when it started, I thought like maybe they are going too crazy. It's not that bad. It's not that maybe it's like maybe 4 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, and it's over. I think no one expected that it will hold that long. Um, it was like a movie, you know. I felt like I was. Does it really happen? Is it really like you're on the streets? You see everywhere wearing masks, and when you forgot your mask, or when you like only have a light cold or some, the people are watching you like you have I don't know what, and I'm like, really, it feels like a scary movie, and it's still the same now. Like you said, it's getting worse again. I really think how it's going to be with the fights. Are there more fights? They gonna stop the fights maybe again? It's crazy.
So, I mean, in this kind of time, you've obviously used your time really wisely. What kind of things can you say that you've obviously been able to improve on during this time in terms of like your training and your development?
Um, it was not like an improvement. The thing is, I didn't like did it like many people, just was at home or didn't train, didn't go out, didn't do. I did my thing like before, but of course you didn't have the chance to train at classes with 20 or more people. I didn't have the chance to travel around like I like to travel to Canada or to the US for my training camps. But I tried to make the best out of the thing, you know. So I'm such a positive guy, so I don't know. It was okay to me.
So you got your opportunity to come back and fight November 7th against
Yes.
Jack Shaw. When did you first find out that this was going to be happening for you?
Um, Not that long. I was supposed to fight October 10th, and then I don't know. I really don't know what happened, because especially now at that time with the COVID and all the situation, you don't really know when you're gonna fight. It's like everything on short notice. Like, it's not on short notice. My management told me, "Hey, be ready, stay ready. You're gonna fight," but it's not like before. Maybe you're gonna know like 3 months before or something. So I knew, okay, my suspension is over, and after that I'm gonna fight. I thought I'm gonna fight in October, and then I don't know. It's not that long. Maybe 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks. I'm not sure. They told me, "Hey, November 7th against Jack Shaw," and yeah, I said okay.
And what do you think about Jack Shaw? Did you know much about him when his name was put forward to you?
I don't know that much. I know only, yeah, he's undefeated. He's a prospect. He's a good guy, young guy. Um, but I like the matchup. I'm not like such a guy who's looking for opponents. I just want a good fights, big fights, good names, and the best thing could happen to me is to get guy who's on his rise. He's undefeated. He's also undefeated in the UFC. He has a very, very nice record, amateur and professional record. So it's the best thing that can happen to me to stop his winning streak.
Yeah, definitely. And like you say, he is undefeated. His 2 wins in the UFC by rear naked choke. So when you look at him and you kind of sum him up, how do you assess his skill set?
I think he's a good boxer. He's also a good stand. He's a good all rounder. Let's say that. But we are pretty sure that he's gonna try to take me down. And we worked on such a good game plan, and I just can't wait to get in there to show the people. You have to see what people forget is who were his opponents. You know what I mean? Who stands in front of him? And we know, and he knows, and his team knows, he never had an opponent like me. There was no one who stands in front of him like me, and that's what I'm gonna show November 7th.
What do you think makes you stand out from the rest of the opponents that he's faced before? What makes you so different?
They fought his fight. They 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 came in and fought his fight. So he made the fight. He came in and he was the guy who said, "Okay, we're gonna box now. We're gonna switch some kicks. We're gonna grapple a little bit. I'm gonna take you down. We're gonna wrestle. I'm gonna push you to the fence." Maybe there were too much respect. Maybe his opponents were not that experienced. I don't know what it was, but he will not find that on me.
What would you say your strengths are in terms of looking at him and where you think you would have the advantage in this fight?
I'm very confident. When I get in there, there's no possibility for me to. I have 15 minutes, and I have only 15 minutes. It's not like they call him the tank. I'm excited to test his tank, because when I get in there, I'm like, oh, you have only 14 more minutes. Oh, only 13 more minutes. It's not like, okay, take your time. Okay, one more round, 2 more minutes, like many fighters do. I go in and think, okay, you have only 15 minutes to win this fight. You're gonna finish him, knock him out, submit him, win by points, but you have only 15 minutes, and that's what makes the difference. I think I'm gonna go in there with a lot of confidence and a good shape, and I think I'm gonna get the win then.
And being out for so long, how does that give you does it give you a different mindset? I mean, you must be really eager to get back in there and compete again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get like overexcited. Like that's where the mistake's gonna start on most of people and most of fighters. Some are talking about ring rust and all this stuff, but it's impossible. First of all, it's only 1 year. Second of all, many fighters are not fighting years, and especially with that COVID situation and all this stuff. And I had it also before when I had an injury and all this stuff. So I just like can't wait to get in there to feel it again, to stay in the octagon, and it's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. And when you think about the fight itself, how do you picture it going down? How do you see it unfolding?
I think I'm gonna finish him. I think I'm gonna. I think after the first round they're gonna see, hey, it's not working. What how we expect that. So they're gonna get in rush. So he has to try to maybe change something. Maybe to rush too much. Maybe he's gonna make. I'm gonna make him make many mistakes.
And with him being undefeated, and if you are the one to obviously give him his first loss, does that give you any extra satisfaction knowing that you were the one that gave him his first loss?
Yeah, of course, it's good for me. Like because, like I said before, they when you see his fights, the commentators they are talking like he's on his rise. They are talking about like he's the wonder from Wales and all this stuff. to stop someone like him, it's very good for me. And especially I won also my last fight in the bantamweight division. I'm also undefeated. It's a good statement to get after the fight, maybe a top 15 guy.
Nice. And this is going to be going down in Las Vegas. Have you fought in Vegas before?
No, not in Vegas. I fought in Atlanta.
Yeah. So are you looking forward
I,
to?
I trained in Vegas before. I was there sometimes, but I fought only in Atlanta and outside.
So are you looking forward to going to the fight capital and fighting in the Apex?
Yeah, of course. It has to be. It's a must.
Definitely. And obviously the UFC went back to Abu Dhabi for Fight Island again. Being a Middle Eastern fighter, were you looking forward to maybe being on one of those events? You know, why did that not work out for you?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I thought I'm gonna fight in October, Fight Island. Last time it was the same. Last year in September, I was supposed to fight in Abu Dhabi, and they moved the fight like 2 weeks before. They moved the fight to Australia. So I don't know what kind of reason, but till now it never happened. And but maybe it will happen. I think it's gonna happen next.
And obviously you live in Germany, you grew up in Germany, but you are Lebanese and you're the first, I think, Lebanese fighter, aren't you, in the UFC? What does that mean to you to be able to represent your country, especially, you know, given, you know, the tragic events that have happened recently in Lebanon?
It makes me very very proud because Lebanon is such a small country. You know, we have talented guys there, a lot of good guys, but they don't have the like they're not able to go out to train to they have to work, they have to you know what I mean. It's hard, and to be the first guy to get like from Reebok the Lebanese patch on the brand on the jacket, and to represent the Lebanese flag all around the world, and the biggest and the biggest company in the world. It just makes me proud.
Definitely. And like we said about Abu Dhabi, you were supposed to fight there at UFC 242, but that got moved to Australia. In the run up to that, you did get to train with Khabib Nurmagomedov, didn't you? Obviously, he was headlining that event. What was that experience like, and what was it like getting to train with Khabib and the team out there?
It was an experience I'll never forget. First of all, they were so lovely, so friendly, so it's such a family, you know. Especially we have the same management, and all the guys there from the AKA gym, Habib, Islam, all the brothers there, and especially with him, to train with him was, first of all, it was a big honor. I, I mean, everyone knows I'm a big fan of him, his personality, him as a fighter, and when we trained together, it amazing. It was like he was like a rock, you know. he he was on top of me, like he had the half guard or what else. Then he catch my back, and I was like, how? I tried to. Then he mounted me. I tried to escape the mount, and I couldn't even move. And he said, come on, brother, work." I said, how? It's his strength, mashallah, is very very strong. And what most people forget or forgot is not only his wrestling and his ground control. What he makes it up is his hard ground and pound. That's what the people don't. That's where you can forget your jiu-jitsu, where you can forget your striking, because his strength and then his hard ground and pound. Even when he don't finish you in the first, second, or third round, you're gonna come up like a truck hits you. You know what I mean? And that's what makes the difference. And then especially his conditioning, and that makes him complete in my eyes.
Yeah, how do you think he's going to do against Justin Gaethje coming up?
Justin Gaethje is also such a nice guy. We're also from the same team and train together and everything. Um, but I think Khabib is too much for him. I think the only difference is Gaethje is like he's crazy. He went in there and he knows I don't care. When I lose, I lose. When I win, it's good. He's like he has nothing to lose. Of course, Khabib has more to lose, has more to focus on maybe. But it depends on every fighter. Maybe it makes Khabib such stronger. I don't know. But I think skill-wise, Khabib is too much for him.
Do you see Khabib retiring undefeated? How do you think the rest of his career pans out?
I don't know. I was thinking about it. In my opinion, I want him to retire now. I don't want him, or I don't want to see the option that he maybe lose one time, or because now he's 28-0. After that fight, 29-0, and I know they want to make it 30-0, and but I don't know against who. Maybe it could be Chandler versus Ferguson, and the winner of that fight, or when I would be in his case, maybe I would quit now. I would stop now. He made such great things for the sport and for so many people. But I don't know. I don't know what he feels. So
And did you ever get the opportunity to meet Khabib's father at all before his passing?
no, no, never. I never met him before.
Okay. And do you think, obviously, with the unfortunate passing, that will have any effect on Khabib and the rest of his career?
I think it's such a it's hard to describe. I think the first moments, weeks, months, it's extremely hard, but it also depends on the person. He could use it like an extra motivation, like, hey, I never lost. My father what the whole career with me. I never lost, and especially now I can't lose. Maybe it's such a extra motivation for him, I think, and yeah, it's hard to tell from outside.
Yeah, definitely. And going back to your fight, obviously, in Vegas, when do you fly out? When are you getting ready to leave for Vegas?
If everything is fine, I'm gonna fly this weekend, next weekend, because I wanna be there before acclimatization, the weather, the jet lag, all this stuff, and I have my managers there, Ali Abdelaziz, he's there, all the guys there in the UFC PI, they so I can train there. I can like I'm gonna finish my training camp there. I don't like it. I don't like it to fly like such long flights when I'm in fight week, cutting weight, drinking all that water, and I might experience it's. I don't like it. You feel the flight in your bones and your muscles, and you. However, even when you don't fly that long, you feel tired and weak because of the cutting weight the last few days. So, and you have so much to do there, like signing the papers, maybe some doctor stuff, maybe checking in, checking out, checking your corner, and all this stuff. And I want to take my time. I want to arrive there, take my time, have my time, have my space, and do everything without stressing.
And you're looking forward to a slightly different fight week as well. Obviously, there's going to be no fans. Very different atmosphere to when obviously you were fighting in Australia. So how are you imagining that to be when you finally get there?
Honestly, I think it's such more like a warrior thing. You know what I mean? You're gonna get in there. It's like it's like a small area, and only you and your corner, your opponent, his corner. You're gonna hear every hit, every punch, every breath, every. It's. I think it's gonna be very interesting. I'm excited to it. I never did it before. I'm gonna see how it is.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for giving me your time today, and we
Thank
look
you.
forward to seeing you back in action. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.